So I have a question about, do you need access to the source code in order to build? So it won't work for the apps or devices that
So in
are
this
closed
case,
sourced.
yeah, in this case, we focus on open source smart things. Open source smart platform, right? So smart things, open hub, all those things. So we made a study in a different project. We found that most of the applications, the commodity IoT applications, are open source. So we believe that's still valuable. I mean, you can still, you will have access to the open source. I mean, to the source code of the applications. To that in most of the cases. I would say not all of the cases, but at least most of the cases. If you think about enterprise IoT, so hopefully what we're trying to do right now is to partner with some companies to see if we can collaborate with them, and they will have, at least the collective part of the Veritas already implemented in the source code, if they want to enable the forensic analysis later.
So in that way, the security policy are also predefined by those companies.
Yes. We define the security policies.
Okay.
So we made a study and we observed what kind of security policies are more common, are mostly common in those environments, right? So who can access this on those rooms? I mean, for instance, the server room cannot be accessed after 7 p.m., something like that. So we define those security policies, but that came for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. So I just had a question that there have been previous systems which have also kind of made use of like application instrumentation and techniques like that in the context of IoT for basically logging information that eventually aids forensic investigation. So on top of my head, like the system that comes up is like ProfThings, which I think was proposed in like 3 years back or something. So how is your system like different, or how does it add to that, like in terms of like collecting data for forensic investigations?
Yeah, that's a great question. So actually this collector is based on Saint, which is a system that was proposed in 2018 for analyzing IoT applications. Saint didn't actually instrument the app, only analyze the app and provide feedback on the apps. So the novel part here was just inserting the logs, analyzing. Of course, you had to tweak the analysis because what Sam was looking for is not the same as forensic analysis. So the information that we were looking for inside the app was not the same. So you had to take the system and then add the logging part to that component. But yeah, it is possible. You may find tools that do the same, but so we decided to kind of come up with our own tools so we can do analysis easy for us.
Hi, so I had a question about when you said that motion-based activities leads to most false positives in your solution when there's a motion detection, but the system basically has...
Right.
Yeah. So my question is, you said that you would need more information, and what kind of information are you looking for? Is it multiple devices collaborating to sort of reduce those, or is it just like better motion activities collecting data when the users are not home or when they're on vacation, when they have guests over, something like that?
So I meant more data. I said, we perform the analysis over 7 days, so we collect data for over 7 days. So hopefully, when you have a forensic event, you will have a lot of days in advance to process the data and see what's going on, because you need to train your system, right? So what is important for the forensic analysis was happening right before the forensic event, but you have all the data before previous that day to train your system. That's what I was referring to. So hopefully with more time, with more data, we will have better results than this, which are promising.
Yeah, but my intuition is that wouldn't it be better if you have forensic data from multiple devices and using that to sort of reduce the false positives, because only limiting yourself to motion data might not be as accurate even over multiple days, and using additional devices, maybe other cameras or stuff like that.
So the analysis that we present here was focusing on the mobility only because we saw that those activities were the ones that were giving high false positive rates. But yeah, we're considering all devices. Yeah, definitely. That's what we did.